welcome back. This is the Frequence channel. If you are new here and you're interested in programming stuff, productivity, and digital nomad, please consider to subscribe, clicking down below on the button and then on the bell so you can be updated to all the videos that we are uploading over here. Today we are going to talk about the WP-CLI and how it will help to mine my grains. At the moment that I started to work with WordPress, I wasn't able to use the command line system, and WordPress was not able to be managed by shell commands. I was able to do this on Laravel or Rails or even on Drupal sites with Drush. So some developers created a command line interface for WordPress, and you can handle all the website just using command lines, shell commands. That's pretty cool. And I didn't need to access to the WP admin just to make a simple search of a post. So that's the kind of things that I can do with WP-CLI, and a real professional WordPress developer can do with. Many of the WordPress developers that I know don't even know what it's exactly is a WP-CLI, how to use it. So that's the purpose of this video. We're going to try to show you basic commands and how to use it and how to use it in your local environment for working on it. So let's try to convert this copy on those shell commands and let's manage WordPress with. Let's do it. So WP-CLI is the WordPress version of Drush. Drush is a CLI command line interface application that you can handle your Drupal, and in WP-CLI is the version to handle WordPress. So the whole idea about this is that you can install a WordPress, you can activate plugins, install plugins. That's exactly what I'm going to try to teach you over here. It's even for me that I have been working with WordPress for almost 10 years now, it's kind of difficult to understand how the WP admin works, So that's why I love this thing. So the easiest way to look at it is just going to the WP-CLI.org link, and here's the instructions how to install it. So I already have it installed, but I'm going to simulate the installation of this. So let me move this here, and in theory I can simply just do this curl and download the WP-CLI.far. So far it's like the extension for PHP files that are going to be working as a common system in the CLI system, So you can do this chmod +x WP-CLI.far and move it to the local bin, so you can use a simple WP. That's already how I have it over here. But in theory, I can just simply do PHP WP-CLI.far and let's say at least it's going to give me that information. As I already have it on the system, I just simply do WP, and you can also do brew. If you are in Mac, you are using brew, you can do brew install WP. That's what I think it is. Let's confirm here. Brew install WP-CLI. Yep, the formula is WP-CLI. Okay, it didn't work, but it will be something like a brew install WP-CLI. Okay, so just for reference. If you are in Windows, I have no idea how it is, but it would be cool just that I can create some videos in Windows as the same as I do with PHP and WordPress and all that stuff. We can do couple things how to work on it on Windows in the next video. So what we can do with WP-CLI, this is pretty simple. Let's try to, for example, download the version of the core. So you just simply do WP core download. So you don't have to go to WP.WordPress.org and click on the install and download the file. No, you simply do WP-CLI and it does that, unzip the file and leave it the application ready for you. So what we can do here, so let's try to install a WordPress version and how you can use it for your WordPress development in local. So let's go here and let's do a simple search here. Search on this system. It should be something like a WP-CLI for install. So you go here for install. Look at how simple it is to install a WordPress application. You just simply copy this and it is going to okay, WP config create. I have to set first the WP config.file for it. So WP CLI config config create. These are the functions that are already in the WordPress codex, and it's simple to create this and set this data. I mean this comment. It's not going to work because I don't have a real database for, so I'm going to just simply do this is the basic user that I have for create database YouTube test. Exit, and I'm going to just simply return the WordPress user, which is Gauss. I used to put names to my computer, so yeah, this is a new one. I used to do it with mathematicians, math guys, you know, who are very genius over the history, and this is Gauss because I really admire Gauss. So just a reference. You can do it and look at it in the Back to the Future movie, and all the dogs from Dr. Emmett Brown used to be also historical physicians or mathematical guys, you know. So that's the idea. TV name it's a YouTube test, and I don't have password over here for now. So with this, what is it happening? Oh, look at that. The WP config file now exists. That's it. So with this, I can just simply recreate the user that I had on, the one that I copied from the WP core install. So it's going to be a core file, a core installation with example.com, example, admin, user is going to be supervisor. You can put whatever you want. I'm just going to copy and paste just for now. And oh, it's telling me, okay. Bam, .php, password. YouTube test. That's weird. Oh, it's not working. DB name. I think it's because of this. For some reason, my media DB is looking for one of this. And let me try again. There you go. That was the reason. So now I have the WordPress. So what is this? Okay, I can just simply start a server with WP server and say something like, let's go ahead to do it on WP server. And if I localhost 8080, it should respond me something. You see, this is a built-in server that is using the PHP development server, and it does work without installed, exam or all those things that people used to do to set it. It's just a simple command that makes you make a live site for it. So that's it. Let's try to do a couple more things. We can do many good things with WP-CLI. So these are the list of the commands that you can use. I'm going to look at the most used ones and how it will help you to manage a big WordPress site just using a command shell. Let's try, for example, in this moment, it is using this domain, but it's not gonna work pretty good if I want to add, for example, if I want to, what's the username that I said? So if I want, for example, to change the name of the website, what I can do is just to simply update an option. WordPress sets most of the most important values in the WP options table. So I can do something super easy with WP-CLI, like a WP option get home. And it's going to give me example.com because that was the domain that I set for the user. For the URL. If I do something like a site URL get, it's going to give me the same. So how can I update it? Okay, I can do something like option set home, and let's say this localhost. URL, and I can then now set up a settings for the permalinks. Like to post name, set up that. If I go to post, it's going to using the permalinks over here. That's what I wanted. But let's try to, for example, let's install a plugin. Okay, so how you can install a plugin without using the WP admin? I don't even know how to do it. I never upload a file on the WP admin for the plugins. I just do it when it's a paid plugin. But the whole good thing about that is that I can simply go to, let's say, Yoast, which is a pretty normal plugin that you install on WordPress. So WordPress Yoast, and you enter here and you will see that this is the URL that you need. So I do a simple command here, WP plugin install WordPress, and you set -activate. And with that, now we have Yoast on the system. And we didn't have to download the plugin, upload the plugin, activate the plugin. It's a simple command. Easy like that. And for example, I can list the plugins that the system has. WP plugin list. I can remove, for example, this plugin, WP delete hello, WP plugin delete hello, and again WP plugin list. With that, so I can handle many more things. Let's take a look of more things that I have here on my WP-CLI. So, for example, the command. Let me go over the team. Okay, WP team list. So I can, for example, activate the 2019, and it will be something like a WP team activate 2019. And if I reload the page, I should look at a new design for it. Voila. I can also install Temps 4, and I haven't done before, but it should be easier. Like if I do this one, let me try, for example, this Hello Elementor, which is a very common one. I hate Elementor in all the page builders, but for the example, it's okay to have it. Repeat and install the Hello Elementor. That's it. It's installing. So with WP-CLI, we have many more options. Let's take a look at more. So look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Just as it is installed, it has now commands that I can use on the system. But I want to show you this one, the cron. Okay. So as you know, WordPress has many cron events that happens all the time on the system. So we can, for example, look at what of those crons are listed on the system right now. So we do simply WP cron event list, and that's it. And I can, for example, delete this one, WP cron event delete. And if I do again, yes, let's say, I can, oh, I don't know, it got activated again. Yeah, it got activated again because at the moment that I sent a request with the WP, it's going to activate it again. I will have to just go to the code and try to eliminate it. So, what is exactly the most good thing that I can do with WordPress? So, with WP-CLI. So look at this. This is one of them. The most ones. I mean, the ones that I really love from them. So WP-CLI scaffold. With WP scaffold, I can create. I mean, the WP-CLI is going to create the basic themes and plugins that I want to use with, and that I want to create for. So if I do something like a WP, let's go here on the WP scaffold, and I want to create a plugin, So let's do something like WP scaffold. So it does create the plugin files, and if I go to the WP content plugins, there you go. There's a Frequence one. So that's pretty cool, because with this, I just simply go to the Frequence folder, and I can start to code my system. And you will see that it does create a whole basic structure for the plugin that I have. And if I do something like echo hello guys YouTube, if I save it and I do WP plugin list, I think this Frequence is inactive yet. WP plugin Frequence and activate Frequence. If I reload the page, put some order here. If I go here and do that. So we have a plugin right now. It's already created by the WP-CLI system, and I just added a function for it. So I can also create a theme with this. If I WP scaffold theme Frequence. Let's see. this theme is going to be based on the S theme, which is underscore S is like a basic theme for WordPress. So let's go here, let's copy it, and let's put it a name again, right code. And it's going to be right code here, right code theme, and the other. Hello guys, YouTube. I mean, this is because I had the echo over there. So look at that. Let's close this. Let's go to do sub-l dot, and I do themes right code. There you go. So I have all the files. Imagine how much code I save just using this simple scaffold command that I use on WP-CLI. Look at how many code is there, and you can base your code from there just simply using a command. That's pretty cool. So the last command that I'm going to show you in this video, and it's the one that I really love from WP-CLI, is a WP shell. If you come from Laravel or if you come from Rails, one of the most important things in your application is you can interact with the application just using a command, a command shell form. So with WP shell, you can interact with your application directly in the command shell. So let me show you this. Let's say that I have on my plugin, the plugin that I created, I have this one, So I'm going to create a function, simple function, but it's going to be Frequence test YouTube. And it's going to be so simple. I'm just going to say, hello guys. So if I would like to show this on the site, I will just simply put it over here, right? If I just reload the page, I'm going to look at the message. What will happen if I would like to interact with the application? I will have to send, for example, if I send a variable, it will be kind of difficult just reload and reload the page. So with this command, this is where the magic appears. So if I remove this, and I save it, and I do WP shell, and I just simply do so I have all the functions that I can create on my themes, my plugins, and I can interact with all the functions that the system has. So, for example, I can create a get post. Let's do something like a get post. Number one is the ID of the post. Oh, look at that. I have the post. If I want to, for example, change my variable here, and I'm going to set post ID, and I want to do a new WP query. Let's just make the example for P equals post ID, right? And I do a print R here. So look at what happens. Let's see. I don't think that is going to work, but I want to explain you the why. So it didn't work because in this moment, WP shell has loaded all the old code that I have. So I just log out with Control C and then just simply enter WP shell, and I'm going to send this. Look at that. I did a WP query and it's all interacting over here in the system. So that's what really makes different using WP-CLI in your command shell, because you can create your whole application and you don't have to go to the website and reload the page just to watch a simple change. This is where the magic is. Hey, so we were able to handle the WordPress site using just a shell command. That's pretty cool. I really love WP-CLI. I would like to show you more comments, more comments about the WordPress CLI application. If you really want that I create a second part of that video, just leave a comment down below. That's all for now. If you like the video, just click on the hand icon, and I hope to see you in the next one.